I'm working with the county to get counsel assigned, but we need you to allow for the appointment of counsel.
Thank you, Mr. Skordas. I want to go through the qualifications for indigency, but that is my intent, Mr. Skordas.
Very well.
And I thank you for being here. So, Mr. Robinson, you have a right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, the court can appoint an attorney to represent you. I have reviewed your declaration of financial status and find that you are indigent. I'm provisionally appointing a Rule 8 qualified attorney to represent you on your case, Mr. Robinson. Along with the filing of their appearance of counsel, the assigned attorneys must file declarations with the court that outline their qualifications under Rule 8 and Rule 8C, under Rule 8B and Rule 8C for a counsel appointment in a case where death may be a sentencing option. I'm ordering that those declarations be filed prior to the next hearing date, which is set for September 29th at 10 a.m.
Taylor Robinson Charlie Kaplum tu nia shiat chu avai khatnan hearing courta ania online manga ne nia chuanin a hearing dot le tur hi September som ni pakwa dar soma ronin la le turin judgin a riat tirani a hi at remna mu thei turte anna theyang bera chuan ti hlum thei ania tin chu tiang lo po remna option sang te po aum thawani.
Mr. Robinson, I also wish to inform you of your rights against self-incrimination. Anything that you say in court today could be used against you, and we want to protect your constitutional rights. Mr. Robinson, at this time, you will remain in custody without bail. Mr. Skordas, is there any other...
Bail pal ani lo thu shila tichuan courta thu soite ama bail nan ama thiam lo chanti na na man thei ani thu te po shil bok ani.
Points that you wish to address?
No, thank you very much, Your Honor.
Turning to the state.
Yes, Your Honor. Chad Grunander for the state. I'm also joined, and they're listed as attendees, Ryan McBride, Lauren Hunt, David Sturgill, and Chris Ballard. We are the trial team on this case. I do have a few points I'd like to bring up with Your Honor. We have filed a pretrial protective order on behalf of Erica Kirk. We would ask the court to review that. It should be in your queue, Your Honor, and sign that.
Thank you. I have reviewed the pretrial protective order and will be issuing this pretrial protective order in favor of Erica Kirk. Is there any other business that we need to...
Erica Charlie no puitan pretrial protective order an deal saka judgen alo pom sak boka hi aom zia ber ni lang chu he poi khoi tu hian atur tu Erica hi ava biak po emo engti kong ma ava biak po emo khatianga nga ava ti thailo nan khan ani mizo ina kan soi dana nga jom palai va intir tele ngai dam va di lang chi aril ru min tur zonga va ti angte po kha telmai the kashilo anin biak po na tur hemi trial chunga phallo na tur kha ani poi khoi tu pa ina ava biak emo khatianga ava ti kha phal ani don lo ani chu chumi lo ti lui ni chuan remna dang case dang anei beliang
address today, counsel.
Just for the court's information, we did file just recently within the last few minutes a notice of intent to seek the death penalty that was filed by Utah County Attorney Jeff Gray. So that should be in the court's file. Lastly, I would just indicate to the court and to, at this point, Mr. Robinson, that we are prepared to collect all of the discovery in this matter and get that turned over to the defense as soon as possible. Rule 16 requires us to provide what we have relied on in charging the information and bringing these charges within 5 days once it's requested. So that'll be prepared to disseminate to the defense as soon as possible.
Prosecutor lamte hian death penalty thitura shemna peturin an nordona an phut dona chumi tur chon court ta hian an ding dona an thil nei ang angte evidence strang te thei angaranga an pe tur thu an soi bokani.
Mr. Robinson, for count 1, aggravated murder, a capital felony in violation of Utah Code annotated 76-5-202, in that on September 10th, 2025 in Utah County, the defendant, Tyler James Robinson, intentionally or knowingly caused the death of Charlie Kirk under the following circumstances. The defendant knowingly created a great risk of death to another individual other than Charlie Kirk and the defendant. Notice conviction of this offense may carry the death penalty or pursuant to Utah Code 76-3-207.7, a mandatory term of imprisonment for life without parole or an indeterminate term of not less than 25 years, and that may be for life. Victim targeting enhancement in violation of Utah Code annotated 76-3-203.14 sub 2. Tyler James Robinson intentionally selected Charlie Kirk because of Tyler James Robinson's belief or perception regarding Charlie Kirk's political expression. Notice if the trier of fact finds beyond a reasonable doubt that the victim targeting enhancement applies, the sentencing judge or the Board of Pardons and Parole shall consider the defendant.
Shem theina le dan bo chir sang sang te haron chir chok le a shem na chi sang sang danina thiam lo chan tir theina tur sang sang a case or chawani akka asir velami te nunna ta na hlo asiam telwang no bokan case ran ani le chuwa chona case e tam lo thei lawa ta ti hlum te dam chung tan thei ti de ania ti chuanin hei akor hi kan munga kor hringa ha a sipai ve sang deuh hi aron ha a korban nei lo ania hethil hi aming chu anti suicide smoke ania korpum ani thuilo kor anti maidon nge ani korpum ania zipar om lowa acha na po watianga me char top thei kha ania aseya afual sei takani atim puan cha takani a fabric thataka siam ania po thler mai the ni lowa tin akhong hle boka hei hi an man na thin chu turtle suit ten ti thina satel suit angani chu chungte chu an ti thina chan chu mani inti na tumte mani inti hlum tumte chung ho ve nana man thin kor chu ani heng hi zeltang mai lawa po mental hospital ate le dam doin pa ngai te po an mang thina mani intina zonga khosa chi te khang ho ve nan khan man thila ria a thok tha hle ti an soi bokani chuan hei he pai na ron hak na chan po tailoran aron hak na chan nielang po mani indina zong te mani ti hlum tum zongin a khosa ti na emo chumi tur chuan ari sa sang le ama hi tina ani bera adin mun a thawak lo a drill rungai to na lama boi hle ti lantir tu pakhat ani ti zon he kor chungchang hi han soi le tailami tam tak chuan in shrem na emo in nge in ti hriom tum ngor na emo anga soi thin khan oma amaro chu he in remna ni lem lawa heng dam do in a thok tele correctional center a thok te hian a tangkai hlea mani in tina tur le an in veng tur an kor an t-shirt hak ngei po hi man ro an chan tir theya in ti hlum tu ema mani in tina tum tak tak chuan pothlerin hruya ten mang mai theya ino hlum nan te an mang mai theya amaro chu he su thian aveng thale maya thut le tho zung te po ati har sa pui ngai khopin anom hial thin niin an sui ani amaro chu a ha thin te chuan nuaman ti viau lo thung ani Taylor Robinson po hian hei aron haran maya hetianga an hak tir nuwa po hian an kuta handcuffin an la thlung le thina an konga te chang phei chuan an la thlung bet le thina ni chuti khop chuan an veng him uluk thina tin hei pakhat kan soi kai le lok tu chu hearing hi tuna an han nei ngal mai ani nai vai takin ti chuan nisom ni pakwa tun thla veka kar khat er or aliamanga hearing an nei le mai don ani an court trial arang bi khop maya chak bi khop maya langtlang takin mi pui man la pho chuak thlap zuya an court ta an thil soi dan zong te an demand te le an du dan te le lamina an tran dan te judgina lo ti le dan te le apoi khoi tupa ber po kyang han chiang takin langa langtlang khop maya om khop mai he kan Mizoram case tam tak dam doi lampang te le Tualthat case te po kan chin fel me hui jong kan lo the ngil ti to thin kan tiang deuh kha nia sod lo bek thin khop maya la lang tlang em zuya an om khop mai ti chuanin he tlangwar hi nakina an han ni somni pakua hearing an han nei lenga le lamin an evidence nei sang ten ron por chu kanga final decision chuan la siam kherin ren om lo chumi huna po kan langai chang zelanga he Tualthat thu hi a roommate transgender a roommate thin angai zong hlui te mai teng mei pa mei che in siam ani a chumi bula chuan message sin an lo hril thlap maya chungte po chu court a hian chiar chua ani nge ni
induce or otherwise cause his roommate to withhold testimony, information, a document, or an item to wit, directing his roommate to delete incriminating text messages. Count 6, tampering with a witness, a third-degree felony, in violation of Utah Code annotated 76-8-508, in that on or about September 11th, 2025 in Utah County, the defendant, Tyler James Robinson, believed that an official proceeding or investigation was pending or about to be instituted, or intended to prevent an official proceeding or investigation, and attempted to induce or otherwise cause his roommate to withhold testimony or information, to wit, directing his roommate to stay silent if the police questioned the roommate. Count 7, violent offense committed in the presence of a child, a Class A misdemeanor in violation of Utah Code annotated
khatiang khani an message te po a viral nge an thu le la zong te po chiar thein a om nuala mon sang a the dar ania hei Robinson hian a tha chan ni lang ber chu political te po ti theyanga angai dan le ang thil soi thin dan te mi in huatna a the dara mi tam tak rel rusu khlek a ti buaya mi tam tak a fui por thina tharum thona konga te a hruai thin ti in Charlie hi a hoem ani a chu wanga hetianga that tamai po hi ania tin khak Facebook ve lain lo mu ka ringa a in chir thu le ka ko ang chu ti khati ti ve khain lo mu ka ringa khang thu te kha soi reng lo ni tun china hian khoyama source mu turom lowa ama ron chu Facebook lam panga page nei ho hian kho chumi atanga ka mu te page rin thlak lo deu atanga ron le aron thon dar vak mai ching te kan om nual maya chu tiang lo Israel chung chang te po Facebook lama te le WhatsApp lama te habikin patling lam hian an share na sa thine mem le ngala thudik vak lo he thudik zik luak chi alo thudik lo deuh te po ni fo thina ni heng te poi kan hril fia tamangai ni kan chung te fin fia pe turin thila thakop mai ni lo chuan thudik zok hriat a har to thina chuanin hemi chung chang bi ka hian he ka plum tu ni an arin hlel ti mai teng court tong kama chuan ani hi enge in ngai dan mi thata nun rong takin mi thata tong kam wang rengotin thi ve ngei sela kan ti nge ni thi lo sela kan ti nge ni in ngai dan comment la mai lo soi ve don nia